Recording in progress.
Okay, so we are recording. Again, today's lesson will be fast. Hopefully it's like 10-15 minutes, just breaking down the setup. And yeah, let's go ahead and start. Okay, guys, so let me just cut the screen to where we were. More or less came to the charts at this time, 9 a.m. in the morning. And like always, guys, you know this off by heart. Let's start off by the confluences. Come on. First confluence. Okay, I see some of you are already answering nice. Market structure, well done. Second confluence. This must be very fast, just to make sure you guys know it. Fib, nice. Somebody said range. That's right. Fib, sorry, market structure and range. Fib 3. I'm on third confluence. Supply and demand, nice. Oops. S and D. Fourth confluence, liquidity, well done. Then extra confluences. Here the order doesn't matter. Imbalance is one, yes. SVP, volume point of control, yes. Session liquidity, yes. Well done, guys. And the last one. And the last one. Entry model. Well done, guys. Okay, so like always, this is what I use to identify trades to trade. Okay, this is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm using to trade. This is my cheat code to finding trades in the market. Okay, it's literally that simple. It's literally how I do it, how I approach the market every single day. Okay, so let's start off by market structure. Come on. Obviously, I'm going to go ahead and break down the setup as I did when I was analyzing the chart. Okay, so let's go ahead and do so. Okay, on the 30-minute time frame, which is the time frame I'm on right now, market structure. Okay, price broke this high right here, or let's use this one actually, which was the last high. Created that high, created this low. Okay, and as you can see, price broke the high, didn't break the low. Okay, into during last day's New York session, broke this high, so we are pretty bullish. Okay, market structure wise, so we are looking for buys. Structure, we are looking for buys. Then we also like to look at ranges. Okay, in this case, in this impulse, price left a very clear range, which is this one right here. So we also mark it out. Okay, as you can see, bullish, and price created this range, broke the range with volume to the upside. Broke this range with volume to the upside, which means we are bullish. Okay, we are bullish, and we are focusing on this area, on this range, to look for buys. Then we trace our fib. Obviously, if we're using the range, then we're going to trace our fib from the low to the of the range to the high of the impulse, which is from right here all the way up to the high of the impulse, which is here. And then we're going to look for a supply and demand zone within our interest area, or in this case, because we are buying within our discounted area, which is this area right here. In this case, 30-minute demand zone would be this one right here. So we do not want this because it's not inside our premium prices. So we're going to refine. We're going to go into the lower time frames, like the 5-minute in this case. And we have this demand zone inside our discounted area because we are bullish. Okay. So in this case, we have the first three confluences. Market structure bullish, we have this range, price broke the structure to the upside from the range. So market structure bullish, supply and demand, we have this refined demand zone within the range, then liquidity to even validate further our setup. So in this case, we have this liquidity low right here. We have this almost equal highs, to target as liquidity. We're just going to look out for all of the relevant liquidity we have. We have this, which is almost equal highs, which can also be targeted as liquidity. And then we have on the range, we have external liquidity, which has been taken out. Okay, let me just make this smaller. We have this external liquidity, which has been taken out when creating the zone, okay? Let me make this bigger so you can see better. Okay, and we have this external liquidity, which has been taken out before creating the demand zone and breaking to the upside, okay? So right here, we have these first four confluences: market structure, FIB, okay, supply and demand zone within our discounted area, and liquidity. This is all of the relevant liquidity we are looking at, okay? So starting off, we have the first four confluences very clear and it gives us this buy zone. So is this clear up to now? So is this clear up to this stage of the lesson? Is this clear? First for confluences, we already have a potential buy zone. Yes, 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 great. Okay, that's what I want to read. That's what I want to hear. Nice. Then we're going to look for the next extra confluences, okay? For the next four confluences. Imbalance. So if we go into the 5 minute on the time frame, we identify the imbalance. You can clearly see we have this imbalance right here above the zone. We have this imbalance right above the zone. Point of control, let's see if we had the point of control lining up. Where is the point of control? It's not loading. Okay, on this chart, the point of control is not loading, but let me just open any other chart. Wait, so the price was, it was somewhere here, the price. Well, yeah, so we had the point of control, as you can see, sorry. It's not loading here, but we did have the point of control, okay? So you can tell, for example, on this chart, you see the point of control was right at 1915.8. If we go to this chart, let me just remember 1915.8 was where the point of control was. So if we just mark out the 1915.8, it was more or less the point of control was somewhere here. This is where the point of control was. Okay, session liquidity. We did have session liquidity. We had the Asian session, which was left right up here. Okay, let's see. Asian session, Sydney session. So we were accounting for this liquidity taken out. So we did have session liquidity, and last but not least, entry model. So let's see who can tell me what entry model this was. Based on the entry models shared in the community. Shared in the vault. Which entry model was this? Trend continuation, exactly. Well done, guys. So as you can tell on this setup, we had 8 of the 8 confluences. Okay, is it clear up to now? Up to this stage, is it clear, guys? So we had market structure, bullish, FIB from the range, okay? And we look for a supply and demand within the discounted area. This one is. Then we have liquidity. We have this low to be taken out. We have this highs to target. Price took out liquidity before creating that demand zone. Okay, then imbalance. We do have the imbalance on the 5-minute. Point of control was right here. Session liquidity, the Asian low was right up here, so we did have session liquidity. Not very close, but it was there. And entry model, trend continuation, entry model, okay? So in this case, because it was an 8 out of 8 Confluence setup, I placed a pending order. It was at 0.2. I didn't want to miss the trade. I'm not sure. I don't remember where the stop loss was at. I believe somewhere here. And you can just target these highs. This was the main target. And this is how it played out, okay? Just again, just following the setups, following the confluences, following the exact same thing I follow every single day I'm in the markets. Okay, really, it's really this simple. Really, really this simple. So is it clear, guys? Is this clear? What do I think about for today? So I'm still holding on to the buy. It did not tap my break even, but by like a tenth of a pip, literally. So is it clear, guys? The confluences up to this stage, again, it's, as I said, today's lesson was just going to be very fast, just covering the 8 out of 8 confluence setup. So you have you understand my approach in the markets, how I approach the market. So is it clear? Alex, yo, Shkora, I'm reading you. If Ron wants to share his signals to the community, he's more than welcome to do so. Nobody's stopping him. Yes, it's clear. Yes, yes, great. That's it. If anyone wants to share his signals on the community, guys, go ahead and do so. Just share it with analysis and that's it. So guys, about imbalance, about all of this stuff, everything has already been covered in the community and in the vault lesson. So please check them out. Please check them out. And you will have the answers to your questions, okay? I'm going to end now the lesson. Let me just stop recording. So you have everything. You have absolutely everything. All of your questions you are asking, guys, are explained in the vault. As I always say, if you want to make it in trading, the least amount of effort you can do is go over all of the lessons in the vault and try to really master everything explained, try to understand, take notes and practice. Okay, if you want everything easy, it's not how trading works. You have to at least go over everything I share. Therefore, if your question is what's an imbalance, you have at least 3 to 5 lessons on imbalances in the community where I cover imbalances, about liquidity, the same, about point of control, the same, about everything you're asking. You have lessons on the pro community, on the vault, okay? So check them out. You have the entry models over there as well. So yeah, just check everything out, guys. The name of the indicator used is SVP. Okay, SVP is the name for the point of control, the indicator that gives my point of control. Yeah, guys, hope it was clear. Again, just a fast lesson, dynamic lesson, going over the setup, going over an 8 out of 8 Confluence setup following the Snipe strategy. Prime example of what you can achieve with my strategy. And it's just a matter of mastering the setups, mastering the strategy, and coming up with these trades yourself, okay? From now on, I want to make the live lessons faster, so everyone goes through them, because if not, people just, when they see it's a 40-minute lesson, they don't bother in watching it, which is very stupid in my opinion. But yeah, just to make sure everyone watches the lessons, they are going to be shorter from now on. And I hope everything is clear, guys. Hope you learned something new, those of you that are new. And yeah, this is my strategy playing out. And yeah, this is a prime example of my setup. 8 out of 8 Confluence setup, 10 out of 10 result. Okay, guys, so yeah, you're all welcome. Thank you very much for joining. I will now upload the lesson on the Vault, so you can go back over it. Thank you very much and have a great day.